Hello everyone, and welcome to this video, where we'll be talking about the best 10 classic novels that everyone should read. Novels are a rich and diverse literary genre, encompassing a wide range of stories, characters, and styles. Throughout history, humanity has produced many great novels that have left a lasting impression on human culture. In this video, we will present you with a list of the 10 best classic novels based on a set of criteria, including literary and artistic importance, impact on human culture, and reader appeal. We will discuss each novel in detail to give you a glimpse of its content and significance. We will also try to give you a good reason to read it. 1. Crime and Punishment, a psychological and social novel by the Russian writer Fyodor Dostoevsky, addressing the issues of crime and punishment from the perspective of the protagonist, Rodion Raskolnikov. He murders a miserly woman and her sister with an axe, then struggles with remorse and conscience, attempting to evade justice and seek redemption. The novel is considered one of the most important works of world literature, exploring profound themes such as freedom, responsibility, faith, and humanity. 2. 100 Years of Solitude, a magical and historical novel by the Colombian writer Gabriel Garcia Marquez, narrating the story of the Buendia family and their village, Macondo, over 7 generations. The novel explores themes such as love, war, revolution, death, time, and memory, using the magical realism style that blends realistic and fantastical elements. It is one of the most famous and significant works of modern Latin American literature, earning Garcia Marquez the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1982. 3. Metamorphosis, a short novel by the German writer Franz Kafka, first published in 1915. Among the most famous and impactful works of the 20th century, it is studied in many universities and colleges worldwide. The Bulgarian writer Elias Canetti described it as one of the few great works and one of the greatest poetic works written in this century. The novel explores psychological depth, the struggle between good and evil, and the connection between these themes and crime, also depicting the thoughts and reflections within the mind of the transformed protagonist into a giant insect. 4. The Little Prince, a fairy tale novel by the French writer and aviator Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, first published in 1943. The novel tells the adventures of a young prince traveling from planet to planet in search of knowledge and understanding. It begins with the narrator, a pilot who crashes his plane in the Sahara Desert, meeting the little prince, who has just arrived from another planet. The novel is among the most famous and important works of French literature, carrying deep messages about life, humanity, childhood, and friendship. 5. The Alchemist, a spiritual and adventure novel by the Brazilian writer Paulo Coelho, first published in 1988. The novel follows Santiago, a Spanish shepherd who dreams of a treasure buried in the Egyptian pyramids, deciding to leave everything behind and embark on a journey to find it. Along his journey, he meets various characters like the Crystal Merchant, the King, and the Alchemist, who teach him lessons about life, love, and destiny. The novel is one of the best-selling books in history, translated into more than 80 languages. 6. Sophie's World, a philosophical and educational novel by the Norwegian writer Jostein Gaarder, first published in 1991. The novel tells the story of Sophie Amundsen, a 15-year-old girl who receives mysterious messages from an unknown philosopher, introducing her to the history of philosophy and addressing significant questions about existence, knowledge, and ethics. Sophie's story intertwines with that of Hilda, another girl of the same age, celebrating her birthday with her father, a general who sends her a book about Sophie's world. The novel is one of the most famous and important philosophical novels, using a novel within a novel style that creates tension between reality and imagination. 7. The Secret Garden, a children's novel of growth by the English writer Frances Hodgson Burnett, first published in 1911. The novel follows Mary Lennox, an orphan who moves to live with her wealthy uncle in a large mansion in England. She discovers a neglected and locked garden, befriends her cousin Colin, who believes he is destined to die, and a country boy named Dickon, who knows everything about plants and animals. Mary and her friends work to bring the garden and themselves back to life, learning the values of friendship, love, and trust. The novel is one of the most famous and important children's novels, carrying profound messages about life, nature, and positivity. 8. The Da Vinci Code, by the American writer Dan Brown. It tells the story of Robert Langdon, an expert in cryptography and symbology, who gets involved in a puzzle related to the Freemasonry, the Vatican, the Merovingians, and the secret group known as the Priory of Sion, and tries to solve it with the help of Sophie Neveu, the granddaughter of the first victim and an expert in codes. 9. The Old Man and the Sea, by the American writer Ernest Hemingway. It tells the story of Santiago, an old fisherman who lives in Cuba, and goes on a long and dangerous fishing trip and faces a giant fish that resists him fiercely. It is one of Hemingway's most important works and carries deep messages and meanings about courage, patience, dignity, and struggle. The novel won the Pulitzer Prize in 1953 and contributed to Hemingway's Nobel Prize in Literature in 1954. 10. Don Quixote, by the Spanish writer Miguel de Cervantes. It tells the story of Alonso Quijano, an old man who loves reading chivalric novels and goes mad and thinks he is a brave knight named Don Quixote, and goes on strange and funny adventures with his friend Sancho Panza, who plays the role of his servant and tries to convince him to return to his reality. It is one of the first and most important modern novels, and deals with topics such as dream and reality, freedom and madness, and honor and justice. Thank you. If you like this video, please write to me in the comments which novel you liked or which you would like to read. I will be happy to share this video with you. Please press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell button.